All right? So pray is the key to it's the Pandora's box that opens up everything that your dog wants. Okay? Now, what if you don't have pray drive? That's the other question. What if your dog doesn't know how to play? Now, if you got a dog that's lacking in will to serve and the will to power, which we're going to get into in a minute, okay, let's just talk about this. A dog that doesn't want to get off the couch and go out and train. You ever get dogs like that? Why is that dog like that? That's right. If I sat on a couch being fed $2,000 a week, I'm not getting off either. Sorry. All right. So what you do to instill pray and build the enthusiasm to work is that when you're training a dog in the early relationships, okay, don't always have it with you. Time it. Because two things happen when you always have it with you. One is the dog gets complacent. But two, you possibly break the spirit. And I'll tell you why. Because if your dog's counter-cruising, stop that. If your dog goes and chews your shoes, stop that. If your dog jumps on the furniture because it's got wet paws, get off the couch, stop it. What are you really doing to the dog before you even trained it? And what's that lead to? Frustration and resentment. Okay? And I'm going to give you a little history about her when I got her. And we're going to talk about how I got her. There's a reason why my dogs are so calm like this. Etra, we'll get you some water in a minute, sweetheart. Okay? There's a reason why the dogs have a channeled focus as to when to pray and get all that hyperactive and do it and knock yourself out. 9 times out of 10 be like this. Everything was timed. I would not work my dog, okay, if it was laying in the house all day. But the other piece to it is I never gave my dog the opportunity to lay in the house all day. I have an outside run. Okay, why not the backyard? Well, the backyard breeds defense because you have territorial lines here. He's running loose in the backyard, the neighbor's dog is running the fence. He's running here, the neighbor's telling him to shut up. You got him here, and the neighbor's got the garden hose spraying the flowers, and he gives the dog a squirt. The fence goes up. 2, the dog is learning inadvertent training to bark at here, get upset here, get upset here. Who's there to regulate it? So think, 2 times a day ring around the posy, heel, sit, stay down, 7 hours a day doing that. You're going to have a trained dog? Now I want you to think. The kennel is here. The dog is in here. Is the dog in defense mode now? Who can challenge the dog right at that fence line? Nobody. The other piece to it, as nasty as it sounds, guys, is what's the dog doing? Is he learning inadvertent training? Huh? No. He's learning to be independent without you, for one, which is important if you ever had to leave him for boarding. Okay? But the other piece to it is he's staring at 4 walls for a while. Okay? Then what happens is what I do is I take the dog out and I train and play. Once he's calm, I begin to do obedience. Then I go for a walk. And I even train him here. I don't just take him in the backyard. Then I take him for the walk. He's tired. Then I bring him in the house. What's his reward? The house. He doesn't get the house first and then go to work. I'm sorry, if you bought me a Cadillac and gave it to me for free, I wouldn't have to go to work tomorrow to go out and earn it. I'll work part-time and just buy groceries. I'm happy. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same with your crate. Now, if you're sitting in there and you're not repeating yourself and you're not saying don't do this, don't do that, but you take the dog out, you manage the energy, you do the pray drive thing, you get it calm and everything else. When it comes in the house, it's too tired to bother jumping on counters and everything else. You think you got to say don't do that to a dog? No, you just put the mat down. He's happy to be laying on a living room floor. But how many people do that? You know what people say to me? I don't believe you got your dog out in a kennel. It's nasty. Really? What kind of dog is this? It's an outdoor dog. It's a German Shepherd. It needs the fresh air to have a good heart, to have its coat fulfilled. As a matter of fact, set aside that she's shedding, okay? If you look at her coat right now, it's dull, isn't it? It's terrible. This dog's been in my house all winter. My wife stole her away from me. I was lucky to even be able to take her this weekend. She's good with the kids, Sam. She's doing this, she's doing that. I want her to the house. Well, that's fine. I'm retiring her. But if you look and feel Bailey's coat, she's outdoors a lot. Okay, right now she's blown coat. It's much more supple and soft. So it is healthy for dogs to be outside. But again, you as the alpha must protect your dog from all these bad elements that are here at the fence line. Nobody does that. They think that it's far more better to do this. Guess what? If you want your dog running in the backyard for 7 hours a day, get your parker on and be out there with him. So that when he goes to rush the neighbor's fence, you can say, stop it. He didn't train himself. So when he goes and the neighbor's dog cocks his leg on his fence line, what do you think's going to go back to here? If A went to cock his leg on his fence line, guess what's going to happen? Nobody understands this about alpha and the defense trait. So you're going to use prey, defense, okay? And you're going to increase your pack drive. And that's what we're going to show you this weekend.